Ever wonder what it really takes to get ahead while everyone around you stays stuck? Stay with me till the end of this story to uncover a powerful lesson on how you can supercharge your personal growth. Three young men from a quiet Italian village, Luca, Marco, and Enzo, left home and traveled to the bustling city, each hoping to make a name for himself. After much searching, they were fortunate to find work with Miko, a renowned artist who, recognizing them as fellow villagers, decided to hire the young men. Miko's reputation for creating some of the city's most sought-after paintings preceded him, and he saw potential in these young men from his hometown. But Miko was a hard taskmaster. Each day, the young men were sent on errands to find strange ingredients for his colors. The workshop was often filled with odd scents that were sharp, bitter, and sometimes foul, as Miko boiled down plants, ground stones, and mixed pigments to create the shades he needed. Luca, the first young man, was frustrated from the start. "This work isn't what I expected. Why should I spend my days wandering around gathering materials like a servant?" He'd grumble each evening, dismissing the work as meaningless. Marco, the second, wasn't any happier, though he saw things slightly differently. "At least I'm not like my friend back home apprenticing in the blacksmith shop, covered in soot all day." He simply went through the motions, quietly enduring. But Enzo, the third, took a different approach. Though he too felt the fatigue of long days and struggled with the menial tasks, he was always curious about Miko's work and the effort it took to create beautiful art. He constantly asked questions, eager to learn. In addition to seeking answers, Enzo would study the artist's notes and sketches in his free time. Late at night, he would quietly light a small lamp and pore over the pages, determined to uncover the secrets behind each shade. Over time, Enzo began to grasp the hidden language of color, his curiosity guiding him toward a deeper understanding. One evening, he noticed Miko seemed unsettled, returning again and again to a single painting where a deep red was missing. Miko never spoke about it, but Enzo had picked up on the unspoken need. During his daily errands, Enzo scanned the hillsides, contemplating each plant he encountered, wondering if it might hold that elusive shade of red. After days of searching, he finally spotted a vibrant red flower clinging to the underside of a cliff, a hue he'd never seen before. Carefully, he gathered its petals and brought them back to the studio, drawing on what he'd learned from Miko's notes. He boiled the petals down to create a dye that he thought would match the shade of red that Miko was looking for. When Enzo presented it to Miko, the artist's eyes lit up. "Enzo," he said, "you've brought life to my work. This red is exactly what I needed." Months later, Miko received a prestigious commission in another city. It was time for him to move on. Luca, who had shown little but frustration, was simply dismissed. Marco, who had completed tasks without enthusiasm, was given a small payment and asked to tend to the studio while Miko was away. But Enzo, with his curiosity and quiet, late-night efforts to learn the craft, was invited to join Miko to go and live with him in the new city as his apprentice. Here's the lesson. Real progress comes from small, sometimes painful steps, the ones others often ignore. While Luca had focused on his discomfort, and Marco had comforted himself by comparison, Enzo's extra efforts set him apart. Every late night, every bit of discomfort he embraced, prepared him for opportunities only he could see. If you enjoyed this video, maybe you'll love this next one too. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more inspiring content in the future.